A new set of golfers teeing off at Picadome course in Lexington. They're part of a group embracing one of the fastest growing games in the U.S., foot golf. We sent WKYT's Mike Linden to check out the new game.
For the first time in Lexington, both golfers and soccer players can come together to combine their skills and play a game of foot golf, where instead of using a golf ball and a club, players will use their feet and a soccer ball. Instead of teeing off at Picadome Golf Course in Lexington, golfers can now try their hand at one of the fastest growing games in the United States, foot golf. Since 2011, more than 415 courses in 48 states offer foot golf. Picadome golf pro Aaron McDowell says even for a golf novice, foot golf is a great way to learn the rules of traditional golf.
It kind of introduces the game of golf and introduces the fundamentals of how golf works. And then from there take it on into, sooner or later, introducing them to the game of golf by playing the sport itself.
Foot golf is played just like traditional golf, sand traps and bunkers included, but with a 20-inch diameter hole instead. Some golfers say they're up for the challenge.
You know, you usually kick a soccer ball to a person and you're expecting them to stop it, not for it to stop in a hole, and so it'd be a whole different game.
McDowell says so far the game has been quite popular on the course, and there's already been one hole-in-one so far. In Lexington, Mike Linden, WKYT.
Picadome is hosting a free foot golf tournament next Friday. Lee K's in now with sports. Lee K, you think you'd be any good at foot golf?
Hey, you know what? I'm going to go practice after this newscast. I'll let you know at 11 o'clock. How about that?
I was one of the last 3 people to leave this place. It was a sad day.
Former employees of the now closed Nicholas County Hospital waited outside for their employee records today and, more importantly, some answers. We'll have more on that coming up.
They want the violence in Lexington to end. How one group plans to do that with the Peace Walk.
Coming up, we'll tell you about a game where soccer players and golfers can combine their skills and play a game called foot golf.
Tracking, alerting, protecting. This is WKYT News at 6.
A group of nurses is fighting for pay. Thanks for watching WKYT. I'm Kristen Kennedy. This story is part of an investigation we've been tracking since last year. Nicholas County Hospital closed last spring after struggling financially. Since then, former employees have been waiting for their payments and records. WKYT's Hillary Thornton was in Nicholas County this morning talking to former nurses who want answers. She has our top story at 6. Former nurses and staff members of the now closed Nicholas County Hospital waited outside of the locked doors this morning for their employee records and, more importantly, some long-awaited answers.
I was one of the last 3 people to leave this place. It was a sad day.
It has been more than a year since that day, still waiting for a clear answer on if they will see a paycheck for their final days of work here.
Our main concern was the fact that we've been told things.
So the group set up outside of the hospital.
A bit of a reunion. I even brought donuts.
Waiting on the attorney handling their bankruptcy case, planning to pass out their employee records, giving them the chance to ask their questions face to face.
And able to actually talk to him and him to look us in the eye and answer our questions.
Attorney James Rogan explaining there is a hierarchy and employee wages claims are third in line for payment behind debt to Acute Care Incorporated and the Internal Revenue Service, saying employees' claims are dependent on collection of accounts receivable and the pending lawsuit against the Cabinet for Health and Family Services involving Medicaid reimbursement.
Whether or not there'll be sufficient money to pay the employees' claims right now is up in the air. If successful in that lawsuit, there may be enough money to pay the employees' claims. If not, it's doubtful if the employees' claims will be paid.
There's a hierarchy. That's fine, but that's not what we had been told and what we understood. You don't let go of that last shred of hope until you know that it's completely gone. But I think down deep in our hearts, we didn't think that we'd ever see anything, but it would have been nice if we did. It would also been nice if they'd have just really been upfront with us in the first place.
Now, some of those who showed up here did tell me they felt like they finally got a straight answer and say this is most likely the final chapter in what has been more than a year-long struggle. In Nicholas County, Hillary Thornton, WKYT.
Rogan says the lawsuit is currently in litigation and he's not sure when it will be settled. Expect the heat and humidity to stick around. All this muggy air brought a few showers into our area today. Meteorologist Jim Caldwell is tracking more scattered storms on the First Alert Defender.
Yeah, it's been a pretty active day, especially south and east of Lexington. We've been seeing a few showers, thunderstorms moving through those areas, but everywhere else, it's all about the heat. Check out some of these readings. You can actually pick out very easily a little spot where we had showers and storms. Danville, Richmond, Somerset, and Monticello, all in the 70s, even right now. But you look where we haven't been dealing with the rain, and we're running in the mid-80s and even some upper 80s. Louisville comes in at 90 degrees. Now let's factor in the humidity, and it feels like 88 here in Lexington, feels closer to 90 in Frankfort, and a little bit cooler, again, naturally down to our south because they had that rain pass through there, so it's just not quite as hot just yet. Showers, thunder showers have been moving through the area, not quite as active as it was a little while ago. We go right down to the city of London, and there you're going to find a shower that had a little more heavier rain associated with a little while ago, but now falling apart quite a bit. And then we move our way up into Madison County, light rain falling now into the northern sections of Madison County, north of Richmond. Our planner looks like this. We go into the 8 o'clock hour, a storm chance, maybe a stray shower or two. Very muggy tonight. I think we're only in the low 70s early tomorrow morning because by 8 o'clock, as the sun is back out, we're already in the mid 70s. We'll take a closer look at all of this and all of those rain chances coming up in just a few minutes.
Lexington police are looking for 3 people who broke into a home early this morning. Officers say 3 men wearing masks forced their way into a home on Waycross Circle around 2 a.m. 3 adults and a baby were inside at the time but weren't injured. Police say one of the men had a gun and another had a water gun. Officers are still trying to figure out if the attack was targeted or random. 5 people are recovering tonight after a wreck on Leestown Road just before noon. Police say a Nissan Pathfinder and a Toyota Corolla collided. The crash, we're told, caused the Corolla to flip and land on another car. 4 adults and 1 child went to UK Chandler Hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. And over on Man of War, crews had to rush 1 person to the hospital after a crash earlier in the day. Officers say a minivan was driving down Victoria Way around 8 a.m. when it hit an SUV. 1 person in the minivan went to the hospital and is expected to be okay. They're hoping to put a stop to the violence in Lexington. Today, community leaders and activists held a meeting to discuss plans for a summer walk and panel. This comes after a recent string of violence in the city. 3 people died this week in 9 separate shootings in Lexington. Ida Warford wanted to find a way to respond, and she started a Facebook group called Stop the Violence Lex.
Saturday, I was going down my Facebook news feed, and it had been like the 3rd or 4th shooting, I can't remember which one. And then I was seeing people was saying that this is dumb, killing each other, and enough is enough, and all types of other stuff. So that's what made me wanted to do the Facebook page.
Today, the group discussed options for a time and location for the Peace Walk. A Pulaski County man faces charges tonight in connection to a federal drug trafficking investigation. Deputies arrested 37-year-old Andrew Hammond Thursday after he led them on a chase. We're told when deputies arrested Hammond, he told them that he ingested a significant amount of heroin. Deputies took him to the hospital first and then to jail. Hammond's arrest stems from a 4-month investigation into the illegal distribution of heroin in Pulaski County. Deputies say Hammond was trafficking in large quantities of heroin. They survived the night. Today, teams participating in the overnight Ironman Triathlon Relay crossed the finish line. The triathlon is part of UK's Healthiest Weekend in Lexington. The event is part of a fundraiser for the Markey Cancer Foundation and includes a fitness event, a health expo, and the Survive the Night Team Triathlon. The health expo started early this morning.
The main focus of this event is to promote a healthy lifestyle as well as cancer awareness. So today is the second part of the event, and this is basically the Something for Everybody exercise event.
22 teams of 10 and 1 solo participant completed the overnight triathlon. Each team swam, biked, and ran a total of 140.7 miles. UK radiation oncologist Dr. Fedek organized the event. He raised $176,000 last year through his Ironcology program.